Hello beautiful people of the world, welcome to Lumiere Tarot and a big warm welcome to you if you are new here. My name is Claire Summer and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you today. I'm really looking forward to doing this reading. It is love advice, so we're going to be looking at messages from Spirit, so the messages that Spirit has for you. Wherever you are at in your dating or romantic life, we're going to be looking at these messages from Spirit to see what advice your spirit guides have for you in your romantic situation. So I am really looking forward to it. I love these kind of readings. I really resonate with them. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. So I've got 4 groups for you. I will insert an overhead picture of the cards, both with and without crystals, so that you are able to pick in the way that suits you best. I ask that you choose from your intuition today, so do listen to that quiet inner voice that we all have to guide us through life. The group number 1 is the Celestite Cluster Crystal. Group number 2 is the Pyrite and Quartz Crystal. Group number 3 is the Smooth Labradorite Crystal, and group number 4 is the Amethyst Slice Crystal. Okay, so take a little bit of time. You're welcome to pause the video if you want to, or choose more than one group if you feel called to. So yes, all the timestamps are in the description box. While you make your selection, I will just let you know that my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations is available through my website. People in our community are loving them, getting amazing results with creating positive changes. So if that resonates with you, do check them out. But otherwise, make your selection and I'll see you in a moment. Welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 1. This is the reading for everyone who picked the beautiful Celestite Crystal with the lovely calming energy. Okay, I'm going to start with your tarot cards today, and I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later on in the reading. So I'm going to get advice from Spirit regarding your romantic life and situation right now. Okay, so opening your reading with the Moon. This is the Fountain Tarot that I'm using at the moment. 2 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, Strength. Sorry, these cards are super shiny. You can see my studio light shining back at you. And the 6 of Cups. This is a very powerful reading that I'm looking at right now. We've got a lot of water energy here, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as well as Leo's energy as well. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much, as always. So I can see the challenges here, and I can see a brighter future for you that Spirit is sharing with us today. So I feel like with this Moon to the 2 of Cups in reverse, I feel like, I don't know, maybe a union didn't happen as a result of some shadiness, or like, you know, just 2 people not quite coming together, not being able to unite, not being able to get on the same page, maybe as a result of secrets. This could be a broken relationship, you know, something that has ended or is ending due to somebody holding back their true self, is what I'm hearing, and somebody holding back the truth as well, and not giving themselves, not opening themselves up to you. And it just meant that that love wasn't reciprocated. It wasn't that beautiful 50-50 energy. Okay, so maybe there was a lot of love in the beginning and the love has drained away. So, you know, this could be a relationship, it could be a crush, however it is that it resonates. It's just 2 people who didn't quite get onto the same page, who didn't get into alignment. Everything is always about being in alignment. Like if you want something in your life, or when we want something in our lives, we have to be in alignment like this. And anything that we want that isn't, that we're not experiencing, that we haven't manifested, it means that we're out of alignment with it. So it's always about coming into alignment. And I see 2 people here who didn't come into alignment because somebody was holding back a lot holding back their true nature, holding back their true selves, somebody who perhaps didn't know themselves fully, who didn't have access to deeper frequencies of love. Maybe I feel like with this 9 of Wands, this is definitely indicated that this union didn't happen as a result of like a lack of trust. So I feel like in the past, this could be your most recent relationship, or it could be a pattern that Spirit is talking about here, but there's this element of like not being able to trust people. So maybe you're just like, men can't be trusted, or women can't be trusted, or we've got this pattern, everybody breaks my trust, or I don't trust anybody anymore, right? This is the energy that's coming through. Maybe you're resonating with it right now because it's really at the forefront of your mind, or maybe, this is a deeper wound and it's something that will take reflection. But there's this element here that Spirit is bringing up about trust issues, is what I'm hearing, and maybe in your connection or in a past connection, and it's casting a shadow over your romantic life. So there's this element of you feeling like you've missed the boat with love, and that love is challenging, that love is difficult, that it's like pushing a rock uphill, that trying to get love out of somebody is like trying to get them to connect is like trying to get blood out of a stone. Like you're putting in all the effort, and that it feels like a battle. You just feel like you don't trust them, or you don't trust people in general, and that you have to be a bit guarded. And this is like maybe what you've been experiencing. Maybe it's a pattern. But there is so much positivity here that Spirit wants to share with you. We've got Page of Wands. So this is like a beautiful new opportunity. I think the artwork on this is too light for you to capture it, but it's very beautiful. So this is an new opportunity, and it's next to Queen of Cups, for a lovely, soulful love. So I see, this Page of Wands is really about a fresh start. It's a new opportunity. It's about real love. Real love is coming in for you, okay? In whatever way that you want to manifest it. The girl in this picture is holding a wand like it's a magic wand, like a kind of Harry Potter type thing. So you can manifest whatever it is that you want, but this love is coming in for you, and it is deep and rich and soulful, and there's a lot to be optimistic about. So Spirit really wants you to know that despite what has been going on, or what is happening, or what has happened in the past to you, you have got a lot to look forward to in love. And there is this, Spirit is saying there is this frequency of love which is available to you, a frequency of well-being that is always there for you to tune into, whether you choose to or not. It is there for you, this frequency of well-being, this frequency of love. Okay, so I see a new start in love coming for you, new opportunity, and Spirit is saying you can feel excited about love again. Okay, you do not need to carry these heavy energies, this baggage is what I'm hearing, around with you. So maybe you need to do some meditation or some journaling to let go of those energies, or maybe you need to feel those painful feelings rather than storing them in your body or in your energy body, to let them go so that you can leap in this. Because the Page of Wands is like very much like a fool energy of just that, taking that leap of faith, just being like, yes, I'm going to go on this adventure, this beautiful adventure of love and relationships. This is the good tarot. And it's all about, with this Strength card next to the Queen of Cups like this, like you have this beautiful big heart. The Strength card is the card of the heart, and the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Hearts. You are the Queen of Hearts, regardless of your gender. It's just all about like, You have this beautiful loving energy, you have emotional maturity, you have access to those deeper emotions, and you are relationship ready in a way that perhaps other people are not. And I feel like, you know, maybe there's this energy of choosing somebody who isn't in the same place as you energetically, who isn't, you know, who needs to catch up with where you are at, you know, because perhaps you've done a lot of work on yourself, or perhaps you are an old soul. And there's this energy of kind of not giving your love away to somebody who not necessarily isn't deserving of it, that's not what I'm hearing, but who just isn't able to reciprocate your love, or isn't able to receive your love because maybe they feel unworthy, or maybe they just can't connect to those energies at that level in the same way. So I'm hearing from Spirit, choose wisely. This is your life. You only got one life. You can afford to choose wisely, is what I'm hearing. I'm feeling it really strongly, right? But what I'm seeing here, I'm sorry, these cards are so shiny. But I want to show them to you. With this Queen of Cups to the Strength, this is like having the strength to keep your heart open despite all this. All right, Spirit is saying, remember, love can be easy. It doesn't have to be all your effort. Love should be easy. And if it isn't love, I mean, obviously there's always hiccups along the way, but if it isn't easy, then it isn't maybe the right relationship for you, or it isn't real love. So, you know, maybe it's an attachment, or maybe it's karma, or maybe it's to do with working out your childhood patterns. But real love is always easy. And when you have the strength to open your heart, you know, or just to keep your heart open and not build a wall to it, not put up a shield to it, that 9 of Wands shield, then you will be rewarded with the most beautiful love. And it will be soulmate love, the outcome of your reading, 6 of Cups. Whoever chose this reading, this is like a really special message. So Spirit is saying, keep your heart open. And I feel like it may be the last thing that you want to do, to keep your heart open. But sometimes, you know, we have these fears. The fear may be, I'm going to die alone. No one's ever going to love me. I'm going to be the only one. I'm getting too old. There's no one for me, right? But when we have the strength to face our fears and be like, okay, maybe I will be on my own forever. Maybe I never will come into right alignment with the right person. When we have the strength to have acceptance, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, accept what is as it is right now, then our fears dissolve. This is what Spirit is saying. This is your advice today. Your fears will dissolve in the face of your acceptance of them. So when you walk up to your fear boldly, it will dissolve and you will be rewarded with soulmate love, 6 of Cups. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, we have the card Winter. You are good enough. Forgiveness. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. The card Trust and God of Indulgence. So we'll talk about some of these. So first of all, full moon in Virgo. Virgo's energy represented here. It says you are good enough. Okay, Spirit wants you to know that you are good enough. You do not need to earn love. Love that is earned is not love, okay? You do not need to be perfect to be loved. You do not need to be slimmer or fitter or taller or younger. There's plenty of people out there who are imperfect and yet they are loved to the core. And I bet you can think of somebody right now, okay? Somebody who is completely imperfect and yet has someone who is completely devoted to them. So you are good enough to be loved, you know, to give your beautiful love from the heart space and to have that love reciprocated, okay? We have the card Winter. This is like an energy of contraction, of taking your energy back for you. Spirit is really saying, you know, if your energy has become a bit scattered or you've just let too much of it go, bring it back to you and just hold on to that for a little while. This is also an energy of needing to reflect. So maybe you do need to reflect on some of your past experiences in order to process them, rather than like how we do, where we just like plow on through life. I haven't got time, I've got my goals. It is what it is. I hear that a lot from people now. It is what it is. It's just like the most minimizing thing. I'm just going to minimize your emotions or my emotions or whatever. No, honor your emotions. Take the time to honor your emotions. That's what Spirit is saying. I feel quite emotional doing this, actually, like a little bit teary. Beautiful butterfly imagery on here, the image of transformation. This is the card Trust. So I get this message a lot from Spirit. People ask me what messages I get, and Spirit always says, oh, just trust. But it is beautiful advice, because we get caught up in our ego thinking, don't we? The ego wants to control everything, but control is just an illusion. Comment that down below. Control is an illusion. So you can give it up to the universe to take care of you. And when you tune into that frequency of love and well-being that we were talking about, then everything's going to work out fine for you. And Spirit is saying, you know, you can be supported. Imagine Mother Gaia supporting you through your journey through life, okay? Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So just taking that time to nourish your spiritual self, to reflect, and to bring harmony back into yourself, to align your chakras, that harmony within you, that peace within you will be reflected back out from the world, from the 3D world, in your experience, so that you have more harmonious, loving connections. Okay, we have the card Forgiveness. There's a lot of work here. Spirit is saying there's a lot of spiritual work that you can do to create positive change for you. So lots of opportunities here is what I'm hearing. There's a beautiful image of a staircase, like a spiral staircase. So that may be a sign for you, but also just this this image of kind of ascension, of going up, of understanding. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So if there has been disappointment in love, this Two of Cups in reverse, don't hold on to it, because it will block this soulmate from coming into you. So remember, when we forgive somebody, we don't do it for them, we do it for us, because when we hold on to that energy, it poisons us. So perhaps some forgiveness is needed. I know it can be challenging, but perhaps you can just send your person blessings, and that can be a start sometimes, can't it? So, and then we have the card God of Indulgence. It just says, it's all right, stop beating yourself up. So Spirit is really saying, whatever is happening in your romantic life, or whatever has happened, if you are ruminating about the past and just being like, oh, if only I'd done this, or if I had my time again, I'd do that, or I wouldn't have chased, or I wouldn't have pushed so hard, or I should have just let them be who they are, or I should have been more of a doormat and then they would have loved me more. Right? No, none of this. You don't need to ruminate about the past or missed opportunities, okay? You cannot miss out on what is yours by divine right. So don't give yourself a hard time. Everybody makes mistakes, and you know, there aren't any mistakes really, there's only just learning. So just take what it is that you have to learn from your situation and move forward, okay? But keep your heart open, because beautiful love is coming in for you, and it is soulmate love. Look at this, Strength, Queen of Cups, Six of Cups. All right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. It has been my honor to read your cards, as always. I've absolutely loved this reading. It feels very nourishing. So yeah, it's really beautiful. If you feel called to, please check out my book, Attract Soulmate Love. I have written it from the heart. It is very powerful in terms of information. So there's lots of practical things in there to do with communication, and also more spiritual things to do with law of attraction and attracting love into your life. People are loving it. I feel so grateful and humble and blessed by the feedback that I've got from this book. So It's the book, the book that I wish that I had had when I was younger. It would have saved me a lot of heartache if I'd known this information at the time. So, but yeah, people are loving it. Check it out if it resonates. It's linked in the description box. Loads more about me on my website. If you love this energy, do check out my playlists as well. You know, if you want to spend more time, you know, in this energy that we have on the channel, there may be something that resonates with you there. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everyone who picked group number 2 for the beautiful pyrite and quartz crystal cluster. This crystal, I've got to tell you, is amazing. I got it from Etsy. When I received it, I couldn't believe it, and the energy that I get off it just blows my mind. It is incredible. It's making me want to cry. It is so beautiful. I feel so blessed to have come into alignment with so lovely. It's something so lovely. So sorry I can't quite get it in focus, but yeah, I don't think the camera really does it justice. Anyway, so I'm going to take a look at your tarot cards first. We're going to be taking a look at these messages from Spirit regarding the advice that you need wherever you are at in your love or romantic journey right now. Okay, so tarot first, oracle cards later, and tea in between, or maybe in a minute. Okay, a powerful opening to your reading with the Star card. This is the Fountain Tarot. All my decks are linked in the description box, as always. If you scroll right to the bottom, you'll find them. Strength card and the Tower. So a powerful opening to your reading with 3 major arcana here. Very strong energy that I'm getting from this. 3 of Swords. This is the Knight of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages and being a bit slow because I'm getting so much information. And then the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so we have Aquarius energy is here. Leo's energy is here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. Leo's energy very strongly. Okay, so let's talk about this powerful opening to your reading with the Star, to the Strength, to the Tower. So I feel like there's like a spiritual expansion going on here as a result of whatever it is that is happening in your life, okay? Whatever it is that you're going through or that you've been through recently is happening for a reason, and it's part of your spiritual expansion, and it's part of your greater growth in this lifetime. So if it feels tough, just remember that suffering ends when meaning begins. So if you can find meaning in what it is that you're going through or what it is that you've gone through, then, you know, this is going to really help you. So I feel like you have been healing your heart of quite a major breakup or disappointment. So maybe you were hoping that something, you know, was going to be more serious and it didn't work out, or maybe you've been waiting on somebody for a long time for them to kind of get their shiz together and it didn't happen. I feel like for some of you in this group, you are afraid, is what I'm hearing, to let go of a connection because you know, or to kind of destroy it, or to really kind of cleanse it from your energy completely, because you feel like it will be too painful and you won't be able to bear it. So you can take this how it resonates. This could be something from the past. It could be something that you're going through right now that these energies are pertaining to, right? But the Tower to the 3 of Swords, there's this, you know, this energy of disappointment, possibly heartbreak, that you have experienced. You know, that maybe was a bit shocking for you, that you didn't expect. You didn't think things were going to turn out that way. and it's ended up in a broken heart or in you know, a lot of disappointment. But I feel like for some of you that's an experience that you've had, but I feel for some of you you're holding on to something that is like past its sell-by date, or that you know isn't quite in right alignment with you anymore, but you're afraid to let go, to really draw a line under this, because you're just frightened that if you completely cut the ties that it's going to be too painful for you. But Spirit is really saying, look at these beautiful cards, the Star and the Strength. You have what it takes to heal your heart. Spirit is supporting you on this journey. They're supporting you through processing these emotions of heartbreak or disappointment or loss, or maybe confusion about, you know, love and romance at this time. With this, you know, the Star is a card of healing and hope, and the Strength is the card of the heart. Okay, it isn't like necessarily about like having to be tough or strong. It's just about your heart, and I just see this as a process of your heart healing from tragedy or from difficulty or from disappointment and loss. But these are powerful energies that you've got here on your side to create renewal, is what I'm hearing. To like fill up your love cup, fill up your heart with love, and to feel replenished and to feel whole again. And there is hope for love in your life. If you feel like you've given up all hope, you know, this is a powerful opening to your reading. Spirit is saying, don't give up. There is hope for love. And both of these cards are about love. You know, the Star is a card of love. Strength is a card of love. Love is represented here. Okay? Love conquers all. True love, you know, not necessarily romantic love, but the loving energy of the universe is the most powerful healing force there is, and can triumph over any of this. Spirit is saying you do not need to be afraid of the future, or you know, if you've got a relationship dynamic at the moment that isn't ideal. So this is so beautiful. There's a little seahorse image on here, so that may be a sign for you. But and beautiful shells as well. But an offer of love is coming to you that you will be open to, with this Knight of Cups to the Four of Pentacles in reverse. An offer of love is coming to you, which is going to be just completely in right alignment with you, that is going to feel really nourishing, that is going to feel really good, and that you are completely open to it. You're just like, yes, I can get on board with this. Love is being offered to you that you can open up to. It's not that love where you just think, I'm not sure, I feel afraid, I've been hurt in the past. It's just, it feels very genuine is what I'm hearing. Quite romantic, you know, whatever it is that you want, I feel like it's like exactly how you would like it to feel, and you are completely open to it. So you're moving into these energies of kind of being open to the love that you desire and that you deserve. I feel with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, this whatever's been happening for you, or maybe a pattern or a cycle of events, could be in your romantic life or in your or broader, that you've lost a lot of confidence and you've lost belief in yourself. Maybe you've lost the belief to kind of make a good decision about love, or like you just think, well, I've got a broken picker, I'm not sure that I'm very good at making, you know, choosing the right one for me because I got burned in the past. Or maybe you've just lost a little bit of confidence in, you know, a little bit of body confidence, or just in your authenticity, like you've moved away from it, just like, oh, I'm gonna like, and become like a bit of a people pleaser instead of pleasing yourself. But Spirit is really saying you can please yourself, step into your power, step into your authenticity, okay? Spirit is supporting you in doing this, and this is something that's going to happen naturally for you. It's going to be a process where in a few months you feel more grounded, you feel more confident, you feel more ready to go out there. Because I feel like it's the energy a little bit of like the Four of Swords at the moment. You're just like taking a moment to retreat, to lick your wounds, to process, to assimilate some of the experiences that you have had. And maybe you don't feel as sure as yourself, but you are coming into this energy where it will come back to you, all right? So trust in that process. Don't be afraid. It's going to come back to you, that confidence, that, you know, getting out in the world, chatting to people, believing in yourself, putting yourself out there. You know, I can't do swearing because otherwise I get into trouble. Just like zero F's to give about what other people think about you or how they want you to live your life, or, you know, just you doing you. So I feel like maybe you're protecting yourself a little bit. You know, like you're open to this beautiful love that's coming in, this beautiful romantic love, but I just think, you just think, well, is it going to be all right this time? And there's some doubts, like you're doubting yourself, like, oh, is this the right thing? Is this going to be all right this time? Can I believe in it? You can believe in it if you believe in yourself, but you're not, I feel like you're not 100% in your power right now, but over the next few months you will get that back. You will know which direction to go in. You will feel sure of your decisions, so you're not always out there looking for somebody else, you know, somebody else's opinion. You're just like, I know what I'm doing for me. So if you have lost a little bit of your confidence, you can honor that. That you're just in that energy right now, that you need to keep your energy to yourself while you go through this process of kind of being replenished. The star is all about being replenished. So, you know, maybe you gave a lot to this relationship or this connection, or, you know, maybe this has been quite challenging and it has worn you down a little bit. Let's take a look and get some clarity from your oracle cards. We have the card Work Through Your Fears from the beautiful Moonology deck. We have the card Stuck. Look to Your Inner Strength from the beautiful Whispers of Love oracle deck. I always trust in the direction of the universe. The card Ascension. And Angel of Families. The angels surround both you and your family at the moment. Okay. So let's see where I want to start. So you may be feeling a little bit stuck, like we were saying, with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, and now you've got this stuck energy. It's a little bit like the Hanged Man energy, sort of bound up in it. So you may feel like you're bound up with somebody, like it never quite fully ends, like you never get closure, or that you're frightened to step away from it because you're worried about what's going to happen if you do that. But, you know, I can tell you beautiful romantic love is coming in from someone that you can really resonate with. So perhaps this is just a process of honoring where you're at. Is that going to focus? Honoring where you're at right now. But I feel like this stuck energy of just like frustration, of just being like, you know, I'm always going around in circles in the same patterns, or this relationship is always going around in circles in the same pattern, and we never get anywhere, or I never get anywhere, or I've been trying to love myself and I can't find that self-love, or I've been trying to make this relationship work. But there's this energy of frustration and getting bound up in it. Take a step back from your thoughts, because all of this negativity or drama is all created in our minds, with our thinking minds. So Spirit is really saying, because we've got this card, look to your inner strength. Drop back into your heart space, your beautiful heart space, okay? Remember your heart. And honor that, and just take a little step back from the mind. The mind is always trying to whirring away, trying to work things out. Just drop into the peace of your heart. When we have this card, look to your inner strength, it often can, and you've got strength represented here as well, it can feel like, oh, I've got to be tough, I've got to be strong, I've got to fight this. That isn't what it is. It's just about that fortitude, is that inner knowing. It's about being grounded. Imagine those roots growing down into the earth and just going, I am solid and I know who I am. So this is a process that you're going through. You may not feel it right now with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, but you're just like getting into being grounded and just remembering who you are. Spirit is saying, remember who you are. And that is what that look to this inner strength is all about. It's about getting grounded in your authentic self, and that is where fortitude comes from knowing who you really are, and then we're not being influenced by other people and their agendas and what they want and their opinions, and we're solid in ourselves. This card is a number 11, breaks down to a 2. So I feel you moving out of this stuck energy, and you will know what to do next. You will see progress happen. You will know what to do next and what the next steps are to take to heal or to move forward in love. I feel like there's this energy of like you've been in this cycle too long. It's become a bit stagnant, whatever it is that's going on for you. And you're overcoming that resistance. Maybe a resistance within you to change, to letting go, or a resistance to what is. But I see you being able to kind of move past that because you're going through this ascension process. Can I get that to focus? There you go. Ascension process, very similar to the star energy. Okay, so like we were talking about at the top of your reading, this is a time for your spiritual expansion. Okay, and they can be the toughest times. It can feel you know, we do grow through our lessons, through our challenges, unfortunately, in this time-space reality right now. But this is an ascension process. So that is an awakening process. So as a result of whatever it is that you're going through, you're going to understand yourself better. You'll understand love and relationships much better, have a much deeper understanding. You know, we're all here for a reason, and contrary to popular belief, it isn't to buy a lot of stuff, or you know, an upgraded phone every 5 minutes or whatever. So this is about learning who you are and coming home to you, and I think it's really beautiful. I always trust in the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Lovely advice from Spirit there for you. Beautiful dragonfly image there. That may be a sign for you as well. So just, even if it feels like you're going in the wrong direction, just trust that it's all part of your life's unfolding. A Spirit saying the words, I surrender. Okay, so maybe you can say that if you're in the face of something that you're resisting, you can just say, I surrender. And that just takes some of that friction out of that experience. We have the card work through your fears. This is new moon in Scorpio. So Scorpio's energy is here for us. So maybe you need to work through some of your fears. Maybe you need to identify what your fear is. Maybe your fear is, I'm always going to be on my own, or what will happen if I let go of this relationship once and for all, or whatever it is. So do what you need to do to work that through. But again, this whole reading is really a reading of healing for you from your angels and guides. So and I see you being very successful in being able to work through that, because it's going to give you clarity. An angel of families. So I feel like the angels surround both you and your family at this moment. So that could be your family, it could be your soul tribe, whoever it is that you resonate with. You are being divinely guided and supported at this time. So, you know, maybe you need to spend a bit more time with your family to be nourished, to get some strength from them. In order to help you. I feel like you may meet somebody, this romance that is coming in that you are open to may come as a result of someone through your family, like a family connection, or you know, like a friend of the family, something like this, rather than through an app or through work, is what I'm picking up on. But I'm sensing you'll get a lot of nourishment from your family. Maybe there's someone in your family that has some wisdom that they can offer you in your situation, which is going to help you move forward. But just the energy of the tribe will really support you. And also you have angels around your family or soul tribe. So if there's somebody in your family who is sick or needs healing, or there's discord or disharmony there, you are being divinely supported and guided. So not a message that's directly related to your situation necessarily, but still very beautiful. All right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. If you're still with me at the end, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. It has been my honor to read your cards, as always. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. I've written it from the heart. It's really powerful information. People are I get emails every day from people just saying that it has really changed their lives, so maybe it might help you. There's lots more information about it on my website if that resonates. Okay, but have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots and lots of love in your situation, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 3, this is for everybody who picked the beautiful Labradorite palm stone. Can you see that? Look at that, it's amazing. It's so magical. So yeah, beautiful energy from that stone. I'm going to take a look at these cards and get the messages from Spirit for your love advice in your romantic situation or your romantic life right now. I'm going to start with your tarot. I will look at your oracle cards in a moment. Opening your reading with the 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Temperance, Knight of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. This is the good tarot. 5 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Sorry, these cards are super shiny today. They're very glossy. Okay, so I see Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy represented here quite strongly. I feel like you've been thinking a lot about the long term and what it is that you want. I feel like you've perhaps not been making the progress that you wanted. I feel like there was a connection that you felt had long-term potential that you would have liked to have had in your life for a long time, but it has been very challenging. Okay, so we could be talking about, let's see how we go as we go along, but this could be a connection that you're in right now, could be something from the past which has cast a long shadow over you. This could be like a pattern or a theme that we're looking at, because this is just a general reading, so take it how it resonates. But I feel like there's this energy about the long term of you just, maybe there was a connection where you wanted the long term. Perhaps you've been considering what it is that you want for the long term, right? You know, what kind of relationship you would like to have, or where you see yourself in the future, or what it is that you truly want. But whatever it is, you haven't met somebody who's like on the same page as you with your vision about the potential of that connection, or who wants the same thing as you. And I feel like this has caused quite a lot of frustration for you within you. And it can do, when we know what it is that we want and we have that clear vision, then it can cause frustration when we don't come into right alignment with someone who can help us, or with the circumstances or situation that can help us progress towards that. So I'm also getting this message that, like, for a long time you have worked on a difficult connection with this 10 of Pentacles to the 5 of Swords. I feel like there's somebody who maybe is making things harder than they need to be. I feel like there is someone in your life that you have been very patient with. You know, you've understood that maybe they've got childhood issues. You've understood that maybe they've got other issues in their life, or that they've got responsibilities, or that they're struggling, or maybe they're struggling with their mental health, or it could be anything, or just the responsibilities of their work. You understand, and you've extended that compassion to them, and you've given them many chances, and you've been patient with them, and you've been mature. And I feel like it hasn't been respected, and in some cases it may have been thrown back in your face. Now, for some of you, this may be a situation that happened a while ago and has cast a long shadow on your romantic life. So this could be something that's happening now, or it could be something that's like in your energetic frequency, which is affecting how you go forward. Because our experiences, you know, can stay with us. So just bear that in mind as we go ahead, but as we go forward with your reading. But I just feel like there's this energy of just being patient with someone, of giving them chance after chance, of like, you know, extending that compassion to them for what it is that they're going through, or what it is that they've gone through. This is the Fountain Tarot that I'm using at the beginning of this reading, and them just kind of Knight of Wands, not leveling up to it. So perhaps there's someone in your life, or you have a pattern of attracting this sort of person into your life who is very hot and cold, who does only give you crumbs, who doesn't follow through on what it is that they say, whose actions don't match up with their words, right? And this is just, you know, or who perhaps is using you in some way. Using you for what it is that they want when they want it. And I don't think that was your intention. Your intention was just like, look, I want the real deal with you. 10 of Pentacles is the real deal. Look, I've got all this to offer. But what you're getting back is kind of like, what I'm hearing from Spirit is no return on your investment, right? So you've invested a lot in something or someone who is making it quite difficult, who is challenging, is what I'm hearing, and it is creating 5 of Pentacles to the 5 of Cups. You know, you've experienced a lot of loss as a result of this. You know, you feel isolated. I feel that you feel rejected. You've started to doubt yourself and doubt your own reality, like, what's wrong with me? Am I good enough? Or you like feeling unwanted, you know, not feeling cherished. It's making me a bit teary, actually. Not feeling cherished, not feeling adored, not feeling heard, not getting your needs met, if you're honest. And this could be a pattern over several relationships. You know, maybe you meet people and, you know, they're there for a good time, not for a long time. But it's like creating doubts in your mind, and you're just like, and loss as well. Just like, well, I'm not getting my needs met. This isn't what I want. I feel disappointed. I feel rejected. I feel not good enough. You know, maybe it's starting to undermine you now and undermine your self-esteem. And I'm really sad if that's the case, even if it's a little bit. You know, this is a sliding scale. This could resonate with you a lot or just a little bit. If it's just a little bit, then it's just something that Spirit is saying, well, just be aware of this. You know, when we keep on doing what we're doing, we keep on getting what we're getting. And perhaps the situation is, you know, if you keep on doing what you're doing, it will be more of the same. And that energy will grow. More loss, more disappointment, more feeling rejected, more feeling not good enough, until you take it on as your truth, and it isn't your truth. That's not your truth. It's an illusion, right? That's what Spirit is saying. But look at this. Page of Wands. An opportunity is coming in for you. Make no mistake about it. A turning point is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Very strongly. There is a turning point coming. This turning point is a result of you making a decision within yourself. Like, enough is enough. And as a result of that turning point within you, you know, this may happen organically, or there may be, you know, just a shift within your own consciousness, or there may be something that happens which kind of breaks you free of the thinking patterns that you've been in. Because we get into little loops of things, don't we? And we don't quite realise that perhaps it isn't supporting us. you know, until we get that clarity. But positivity is coming in for you. Page of Wands is like a little, it's very similar to the Fool energy. So leaving all this behind, taking that leap of faith, going forward, feeling you've got a lot to be excited about. This is what Spirit is saying. I'm sorry, these cards are so shiny. I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't flash, but it's basically impossible. But, you know, you have got a lot to be excited about in your future, in your romantic life. What I'm hearing is love can be fun. Love can be fun again. If it hasn't felt fun, if it's felt like it's been gritty or challenging or disappointing, love can be fun. You can jump into it with both feet, you can have fun, you can laugh, and there is that opportunity for that coming in for you. Make no mistake. All right, let's see if we can get some clarity from your oracle cards. Oh my goodness. Oh, she says not sharing them. Right. Okay, we've got are you ready? We've got a new romantic cycle begins. We'll talk about it. This is what you're taking that leap of faith into. So perhaps it's time for something new, maybe a new cycle, or maybe a new person, or maybe a new way of going about things. But newness is on the cards. We have the card Victim. Be willing to express love from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. My vibes speak louder than my words. The Revolutionary. And Angel of Diet and Nutrition from, I don't know which deck this is, really sorry. The Gods, Goddesses and Angels deck, something like this. I think it's Tony Carmen, something like that. Beautiful angel image on here though. This is a woman who's taking no prisoners. She is in charge of her own life. She's got this beautiful aura around her. So let's talk about this. I feel like we should talk about this first, Angel of Diet and Nutrition. There may be a message from Spirit here about taking care of your physical body. When we are stressed or when we have experienced loss, there is this temptation to not eat optimally, or to have a good strong routine, or to, you know, go to bed at a good time, have good sleep hygiene, to make sure that we're getting enough sleep, and to eat real food. Okay, so Spirit is really saying, do take care of yourself, because it will give you greater mental clarity. Sometimes we can make our situations worse if we're, you know, drinking and eating nonsense and things like this, and then, you know, it can affect our brain chemistry, and then we lack clarity about what to do. So Spirit is saying take care of your physical body, because it's really going to help you to move forward and be empowered. Okay. Also, you know, when you are strong physically, so when you work your muscles, so not just like cardio exercise, but when you work your muscles to build strength, to strengthen your core, when we feel strong physically, we always feel strong emotionally. Okay, so that can be like a little mirroring effect. So that is a message from Spirit. Spirit saying don't neglect yourself. Put yourself first is what I'm hearing, and take care of yourself in that way. Right, we have this card Victim. So we were talking about like a change in consciousness. So I don't know how this victim energy is manifesting. This is a little bit like the Hanged Man, that kind of being bound up with something. Maybe you're bound up with somebody's energy, and that as you've sort of like, there's this energy of enmeshment where you've kind of got really involved with them, and like you've taken on some of their energetic frequency, some of their stuff. Spirit is really saying you can let that go now, but you're moving out of this kind of, there's nothing I can do about this, or I don't know what to do, or you know, feeling stuck, or feeling that it's somebody else's responsibility, or making someone else responsible for your happiness is very common. I feel like you are stepping into your power like nobody's business with this Revolutionary. This is like the Ace of Wands. This is like starting a fire. Something is being ignited in you, and my vibes speak louder than my words. Remember, the universe doesn't respond to what we want. It responds to our frequency, our vibes. Okay, and I just feel like you're really gonna be creating a shift in your energetic frequency over the next few weeks, where you're just like, I am done. Right? I am done with this pattern. I am done with this person. I am done with nonsense. I don't accept crumbs. I'm nobody's doormat. I'm nobody's second best. I'm not sitting on the bench waiting for somebody. I am, you know, a radiant god or goddess. I am living my life for me. So Spirit is saying, find what it is that you're passionate about, or get back involved in what it is that you are passionate about. Maybe it's sport. Maybe it's starting a band. Maybe it's the environment. Yeah, or zero waste, or renewable energy, or dancing, right? Whatever it is that you're passionate about. Maybe it's just your career and you want to work towards your specific goals. Get involved in that. And when you are passionate about that, people are going to be drawn to you like a magnet. That is why it's called the law of attraction. It's not about us hustling and pushing and getting out there. When we change our inner world, the things that we want come to us. So Spirit is really saying, get your mojo on, get back into your power, own it, step into it. You will feel amazing. It's going to raise your vibration, and you're going to find out that the things you want are lining up for you. The opportunities, the people, the friendships, the fun, the romance. Okay, and this is exactly what we were talking about with this Page of Wands. Opportunity is knocking on your door, and it's a result of you changing your frequency. Okay, so, you know, I understand that you have been through some challenging circumstances, and that it has brought you a little bit low, perhaps, or that you have strayed from your authentic self. But Spirit is really saying you are getting back in your power, and you are feeling strong, and you are not taking any nonsense of anybody. And this is going to power you forward. So you're leaving behind any victim thoughts, which we all have. It's completely natural. And moving forward, and this is going to attract new love into your life. Maybe a new cycle of love, maybe a new person, a new romantic cycle begins. This is new moon in Libra, so Libra's energy represented here from the Moonology deck. But I love it. There's balanced scales here, so if you've been feeling like your love life's been a little bit inharmonious, or that you're in a connection that hasn't been balanced, which hasn't been 50-50, balance is coming in for you, something that you can really get on board with. And again, just there's this passion. It's all about passion and a spark igniting, like that pilot light being relit inside you, and you just like feeling great about life, just waking up, opening the curtains, your eyes really sparkling because you're taking care of yourself, and there's so much to look forward to. Spirit is saying there is so much to look forward to for you, and do not doubt it. Do not doubt it. And then it says, be willing to express love. It says, express love to receive love. This is all about the mirroring nature, as above, so below. So however we are inside is what we experience outside of ourselves. So tune in to that loving frequency, which is always available to us. And the more you feel love in your heart space, the more you look for love in your daily life, not necessarily romantic love, but just like loving connections, loving experiences, loving gestures, the more that energy will grow. Like attracts like. The more loving you are, if you've been feeling like depleted, like the love has drained away, then you can fill up your heart with loving energy, and it will be reflected back at you multiplied, so that those connections come in for you. All right, but I see a new cycle of love, and it is much more positive, and you have so much to look forward to. Spirit is saying that, and do not doubt it. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. If you're still with me at the end of this reading, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. It has been my honor to read your cards. I've loved it so much. I feel like there is like this beautiful turning point coming in for you, where you're you're aligning with a different sort of energy, which is going to bring you a different sort of result, and it feels truly amazing. So yeah, if you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. I have written it from the heart. You know, it was a labor of love, but it is beautiful, powerful information, both practical information and spiritual law of attraction stuff as well. People are absolutely loving it. It's really resonating with people. You know, if people pick up that book, then they find that they're really in alignment with it. So check that out only if it resonates with you and you feel it will be beneficial. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 4, thank you so much for joining me. This is for everyone who picked the beautiful amethyst stalactite. It never really picks up on camera, but it's super glittery. I can, no, it just wants to focus on my face. I think when the light shines through it the other way, you can really see it, but it is so amazing and beautiful. So yes, so I'm going to start with your tarot cards today, and I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later, getting messages from spirit, the advice that you need right now in your romantic life or in your romantic situation. Remember, it's just a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. Opening your reading with the powerful Ace of Swords. Beautiful High Priestess. This is the Fountain Tarot, if you like the imagery on these cards. I love to see the High Priestess in a reading. 8 of Wands, Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, Ace of Cups, Justice in the reverse. This is amazing. Look at this. Ace of Cups represented twice in your reading. This is the Fountain Tarot and this is the Good Tarot. And right at the center of your reading as well. So we are going to talk about that. That is amazing. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio's energy is here, and Libra's energy as well. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. That may resonate with you in your situation. But you are cutting through some confusion, or something that was previously unknown to you will be revealed to you, is what I'm seeing here. This is the message from Spirit. So over the next, I'm hearing a few weeks, but it may be a few months, and it could be a gradual process, but I feel like this is just going to cut through, because this Ace of Swords is really just like about cutting through the crap. But I feel like what is happening is you are cutting through some sort of illusion. So maybe you have had blinkers on, maybe you've had rose tinted glasses on, maybe you've made assumptions about things and you haven't seen things how they really are, or you haven't seen the big picture of your actual situation, and more information is going to come to light for you, which makes it easier for you to move forward, easier for you to make decisions, easier for you to know what it is that you want. So I feel like with this High Priestess energy, there are things going on energetically behind the scenes, which are what I'm seeing is they're kind of, it's like molten lava turning into rock is the image that I'm getting. So it's like energy which is being formed to in the 3D world. So it's kind of spiritual energy which is working its way through and then will manifest into the 3D world for you to experience. And this is kind of a process that you're going through right now. So I feel like there is a need for you to speak out about who you really are. Maybe you have hidden a part of yourself from your specific person or from society. Maybe that's about, it could be anything. There could be a whole spectrum of things. Maybe it's about your sexuality. Maybe it's about how you're really feeling. Maybe it's about you know, you're afraid of somebody finding out about who you really are. you know, maybe you're afraid of people seeing your bed hair, or an illness that you've got, or something that you find shameful in some way, or maybe you're an introvert who tries to act more like an extrovert because you think it's more acceptable to people. But Spirit is really saying, and this is your advice, there is a need for you to speak up or to be open, is what I'm hearing, about who you really are, because you're keeping some facet of yourself hidden and you don't need to. Okay, and when you get in touch with that, because this is a beautiful blend here of kind of like logic and intuition as well, moving forward, like side by side. So I feel like you will get logical clarity by listening to your intuition. Your intuition is ready to guide you, and it will bring you the clarity that you need. If you follow your that quiet inner voice that we all have, those little nudges, those little niggles to be pushed in the right direction, even though it doesn't make any sense logically, like at the time, as you progress, it will bring you more clarity, which solidifies things like we were talking about, and you are going to move forward. You are moving forward. 8 of Wands, lots of communication, lots of travel indicated here, possibly just kind of, it's forward motion, so it can indicate travel. You know, it can indicate going overseas. You know, there are some limitations to that right now in the world this year, but that is indicated. It could be because it's followed by the one excuse me, it's followed by this Ace of Cups. We'll get there. So you're moving towards this love. So this could be moving towards it in terms of physical distance, right? So in terms of moving cities or moving abroad, or kind of closing that gap. Maybe it's a long distance relationship, something like this. There is really this advice to kind of close that gap. And I see this happening. This is something that Spirit is ushering in for you. So it could be a physical gap. It could be an emotional, spiritual distance. But that gap is being closed. You are moving forward towards beautiful love very quickly. You know, being successful in love, overcoming any obstacles. I see this over the next 8 months, really specific message, as a real transition, and just kind of things being in right alignment for you, things lining up for you, and things you know, really coming together, and you being able to see some of the results in your romantic life that you have been hoping for. So the advice here is really listen to your intuition. Know that you're going in the right direction as well, is the message that I'm getting with this 8 of Wands. You're going in the right direction, and that direction is directly towards love. So this can be new love with the Ace of Cups. It can be renewed love here. But, excuse me, we have the 10 of Swords here. So you are done with something. So there is something that is being left behind in order to move into this new love that is represented twice in your reading. This is really powerful. So it could be new love, it can be a renewal of love, but in doing so, you're closing one door. So in closing one door, another door opens. Perhaps you're closing a door on one relationship and opening the door to another. That is represented here. Maybe you're closing the door on an old chapter of your life, of your singlehood, and going into partnership. Okay, so I see that here. So you're sort of, there's this energy with the 10 of Swords of something being done, being over, but you moving very quickly with this 8 of Wands towards something new. I think over this next 8 months, you're going to make a lot of progress. You're going to see a lot of change in your life. You're going to overcome a lot of stagnation. And Spirit really wants you to know that this is what is going to be happening. You know, get on board with that energy. It's like a slipstream that you're going into, is what I'm seeing, where you just power forwards. you're just carried along by the current of it. So maybe this is something that's unexpected, or maybe you overcome a block or a difficulty which you previously thought was unmanageable, or that there was no solution for it. But I see a lot of forward motion in your love life and in your romantic life. You will be leaving things behind, but you are ready to leave those things behind and closing a door on something. But wherever it is that you go, there is love. And it is pure love. I love the imagery on this card in the Fountain Tarot. I don't know if it will pick it up. You know, it's like a cup overflowing, which we talk about a lot on the channel. When you fill up your own love cup, your own heart, then the overflow is what we have to give to other people. Otherwise we become depleted. There's so much of that. I read about it in the comments. I've experienced it in my own life, about being depleted by trying to be a people pleaser, trying to please other people, trying to bend over backwards or twist yourself into a pretzel to be something that you're not. And there's just no need for it, because love, you know, your cup runneth over. So lots of love to experience here. You know, the message from Spirit may be that a door does need to close, or that there is some acceptance needed, that you need to leave something behind. Justice in the reverse. Spirit is saying that you're being too hard on yourself. And this may be to do with this door that is closing, or this chapter of your life which is closing up in order for you to move forward with this love, or to make this progress, or to experience this success. Give yourself credit where credit is due, okay? Don't focus on what you've still got to accomplish or the problems that there are. Focus on the good things, right? Focus on the love that you have in your life. Focus on the things that are going well in your life. And don't give yourself a hard time, okay? You don't need to listen to that mean voice that you have within you. I should have done better, or this should be going better, or you know, just that giving us, this is the main message that I'm getting about, just like undermining yourself and giving yourself a hard time with this justice in the reverse, like being unfair to yourself, being mean to yourself, is something that maybe is a pattern that you need to let go of in order to move forward. And again, I think this is something that you're going to be learning about, that you're going to be dealing about, that you're going to be getting Ace of Swords clarity about, where you don't need to give yourself that hard time. You can show yourself compassion. We all make mistakes. We all would do things differently in hindsight. And it's okay to extend compassion to yourself, and to be gentle with yourself through this process, or through any process that you're going through, okay? Let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have Show the World the Real You from the Moonology deck, the card Metamorphosis, Spend Quality Time Together. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. The beautiful card Love. Again, another card like the Ace of Cups. I think, hang on. And then we have the God of Spiritual Healing. All right, let's talk about some of this, because I'm getting a few messages coming in. So it's making me quite emotional. We have, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Show the world the real you. This is a full moon in Aquarius. So Aquarius energy represented here. I think we talked about that at the top of the reading, and Metamorphosis as well. So Spirit is ushering in this energy where you are making a change. We were talking about speaking out about some sort of authentic aspect of yourself that maybe you've kept hidden, and it says show the world the real you. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. That was the message that we had. Speaking out about your truth, speaking out about your authenticity, something that you've kept hidden, right? Beautiful butterfly imagery on this Metamorphosis card. So you're going through a change, a transformation, where you feel like it's more okay to be yourself and to express yourself how you want to be. And in doing so, by being yourself, then you attract the people into your life who are right for you. When we try and pretend to be someone that we're not, we'll attract people into our lives, but they're not necessarily in vibration with us and not necessarily quite the right person for us or the right people. But when we are our authentic selves, lots of people will reject us, say, no, you're not right for this job or this relationship or for me or to be my friend. But ultimately, those people then become self-selecting because they're not the right person for you. And then that creates space for the right people to come into right alignment with you. The people who are the most fulfilling, the people who are most resonating with you, the people who are most in alignment with your soul, you know? So you're going through this change, this metamorphosis, where you understand who you are authentically. I think you're going to get a lot of inspiration about this, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Something's going to really kind of touch you, and you're going to be like, yes, this resonates with me. This is who I really am. You know, it's a full moon, it's a realization, it's a sort of coming to fruition. And you begin to express that, to maybe speak your truth unapologetically. And, you know, the result of that is love comes in for you. This is so powerful. Ace of Cups, and then this beautiful love card. Lots of positivity, lots of love, tuning in to that energy of loving vibration. And I think this has been something that you've been working on for quite a long time. And now here it is in your life. Beautiful heart image here as well. You know, do that heart meditation, you know, touch your beautiful heart space, feel the love that is there. And, you know, tap on your heart and send that universal love out to the world. We have the card spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. This is a 46. That number may resonate with you. Breaks down to a 10, breaks down to a 1. That may resonate with you. This is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying make sure that you spend time with your person, with your special person, you know, quality time, that you set some time aside, because it can be so easy when we are caught up in our responsibilities and the journey of life, you know, to you know, not to set aside any special time. So that is indicated here. And then the God of spiritual healing. An aspect of you or your situation in your life is in need of healing, and I think in this case, this is what we've been talking about. It's about being more authentic. So the advice from Spirit is really be more authentic, because it's going to bring you sort of grace into your life, so you're able to flow through your life and through your relationships and invite that grace into your life, which is a result of kind of bringing things back into balance. So maybe you've neglected your spiritual self a little bit, or like your spiritual self is really your truth, your authenticity, like we were talking about. So quite a strong message here. But yes, an amazing reading, lots of positivity, lots of love frequency coming in for you, and some real progress coming in as well. So let me know how this resonates in the comments. It has been my honor to read your cards. If you're still with me at the end of this reading, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. This reading has gone by so fast, it's been amazing. But yeah, I've loved it so much. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. It's all about coming into right alignment with the love of your life using feminine energy, something that I'm very passionate about. People have been in our community really loving it and have been getting amazing results. You know, it's really new information for them. So I've written that book from the heart. So there's more about me on my website if you want to find out more. But yes, have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye bye.